Yeah, you guys can hear it now because I managed to fix this problem. I fixed it. I'm a smart person. Hey guys, what's up? Dual Infinity here, and welcome back to the channel. It's literally the 24th of Christmas that I'm recording this, and the worst game that I could possibly pick for Christmas themed stuff. Well, it's not really Christmas themed, but I decided to do this because I thought, why not? And I'm being joined with my girlfriend again. Hi. Yeah, she's just I kind of like struggled her to. It was a struggle to get her to play this game with me because I really wanted to record with her again because it was fun, and apparently I don't know. I just like I like having her around. So I thought, since I can't have her with me physically to play a game, I thought the only way I can do this is to play an interactive story where she gets to choose the story, like make the choices while I just read through it and see what ending we get. So we're gonna be playing some Buried. I don't know what this story is about, but considering that on Steam it's like popular and it's a pretty good. Apparently, people are saying it's a good game, so I thought, why the hell not? And so yeah, so we're gonna. Huh? What's that? What's that? Mean? Yeah, you guys can hear it now because I managed to fix this problem. I fixed it. I'm a smart person. Okay, now to the game. Buried is an interactive story. The plot will change based on the choices you make. The story is broken into 5 chapters. Play straight through or at your own pace. There's no waiting for and no pauses. Enjoy and choose wisely. So, choose wisely.
Shut up.
And let's get right into it. And the thing is, I'm gonna be hearing the noises, so oh gosh. All right. I open my eyes, and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back, and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar. It's a clear night sky, almost beautiful, except for the fact that this means I've been out cold for at least 6 hours. But there's something wrong. I don't remember what, but something happened, and my head hurts, and a ring in my ears. Was there an accident? An explosion? I think. I remember Dennis screaming, but after that, I can't remember. As I sit, I notice that my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around the area, but it's not here. It feels strange to go anywhere without my hat. Yeah, my hard hat. But I've got to find another members of my crew. They could be in danger. So, 2 options. Do we search for the hard hat, or forget the hat and search for the crew?
Forget the hat and search for the crew.
Okay. I decided my hat can wait until I figure out what's going on. I get up and I take a look around the logging site. I smell something burning. And don't hear any engines running. Wait, something isn't right. Was it the bulldozer? Maybe the damn thing overheated for the last time? Maybe the engine finally blew? What a mess. Well, maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. Only one way to find out, I guess. I walk over to the center of the logging site, and I don't like what I see. Mysteries!
Oh my god.
The logging site looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load we had managed to stack on the truck for the day is overturned. The trailer bent and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me, and the ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. Not birds, not my footsteps, nothing. It makes me wonder if I hit my head after my heart had fell off. I run through a quick mental checklist to make sure my brain is still working. My name is Roger Hastling. I'm 41 years old. The year is 2017. I own a small logging company, and we've been logging in this strip of Kentucky woodlands for almost a month now. Okay, so my brain works. That's a relief, but it also makes me fearful because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site. My mind is trying to figure out what happened. Just about a piece of the equipment has been overturned or tilted. Now, do we want to look for the debris or look at the truck?
What was the first one?
Look at the debris.
Look at the debris.
Okay. Yeah, there are bits of debris everywhere. There are fragments of the 5-gallon buckets I kept our work rigs in. Yeah, rags in. My English is off. a loose saw chain and an overturned gas canister have been there in an explosion. All the fuel on the site would have been started a fire, but there's no charting, no burning, nothing. I walked through the area where Dennis has been working. From the look of it, he'd been moving slowly. He'd only taken down 4 trees today. His metal lunchbox is open, an indicator that he'd been taking an earlier break, but he's not here. No one's here. Where the hell is everyone? I could try to make a call on my cell phone, but its battery is almost running really low. Not that it matters. The reception is crap out here. Yell out or call on the cell?
Yell out.
Okay. Hey guys! Where is everyone? Tony? Dennis? Frank? Joe? But the names fall flat amongst the wreckage. I get nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. Might as well start walking and try to find some answers. The hallway is almost a mile back through the woods, down the grave road we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help. But why would they left me? Were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I could catch up with them. But with my truck turned over to the side, it looks like I'll be walking. My God, I can't even remember what I was doing before walking on my back. Wait, what's that underneath the bulldozer? Oh my God, it's a leg. It has to have been from either Tony or Dennis. The dozer looks unstable, like it might roll some more. Might not be safe to get close, but at the same time, I can't just leave him there. Go look or stay back.
Oh my God. This is hard.
I know. So there's a dead there's a dead body. So you just gotta
my God. I say stay back.
Okay. There's no use in putting myself at risk. That thing could tumble again. It's pretty clear that he didn't survive. Damn. He had 2 kids. He had 2 kids too, both sons. In my shock, I stumbled back, suddenly tripping over a stray log behind me. I banged my head hard on one of the logs as I fell. Instantly, I could feel the massive lump forming and a small drip of warm blood. Damn, why wasn't I wearing my helmet? But what hurts more is the realization that Tony is dead. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find out what's happened here. So he injured his head for not having his helmet. So this could have some effects for the future. Just saying, knowing how these stories work. But it's all good. As I walk through the stacks of logs from the last week or so of work, everything feels frozen. The high-pitched sound in my ears, it's terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds, and the sound like it's coming from far away. I can't help but wonder, is it my ears or is it something else? The silence out here is creepy, and there is a smell, like the atmosphere after the bad summer storm. I might as well admit it. I'm a little scared. Everyone is missing, and it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't seem to be a breeze to rustle the leaves and branches. My right knee hurts like hell. My head was hurting so bad before that I never even noticed the pain in my knee. I must have hurt. I must have hurt during, well, during the what accident, or wait, is that Dennis? I see him sitting on the ground, motionless, about 30 feet away. Yell out or walk up.
Walk up.
Okay. He's just sitting there, not moving. I walk up slowly next to him. Dennis? Hey man, can you hear me? I tapped him on the shoulders. He looks up at me from the ground, clearly coming out of a daze. Yeah? Yeah, Roger. I hear you, he says. Dennis is built like a wrestler and has a tough personality to match. But in this moment, he looks disorientated and even a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his usual confident face is alarming. What the hell happened? What's going on? He asks. We either say, don't know, the crew is missing, or an explosion, I think.
Don't know. The crew is missing.
Okay. Missing, Dennis says. Where do you think they went? I'm not sure, I say, but it has me pretty freaked out. Something's not right here. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods as if he's just now understanding the severity of the situation. The equipment, it was overturned, the dozers too. I say, wiping my forehead, you okay? I asked him. Yeah, just shaken up. Me too. This might have been the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I were always been on good terms, we've never been particularly close. I've always respected him though. Sure, he's come to work a few times looking like he's been in a bar fight the night before, but I've always seen him to do an enthusiastic impression of a dinosaur as he played with Tony's kids while they waited for their dad to finish up his shift. It's then that it hits me. Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure I wanted to rattle him with the news of Tony's death right now. Not before we know what's going on. But he has the right to know. So, do we mention that Tony's dead, or do we not mention that he's dead?
Mention that he's dead.
Okay.
Better now.
You were upfront with Dennis about Tony. Alright. Dennis' eyes fixated on me, startled. He was crushed under the blozer, I say. Dennis paused for a moment like he was trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrowed and bottom lips quivered. Shit, he said. And I can tell that he's fighting back tears. He and Tony have been tight, almost like brothers. Hey, he added quickly, as if he was trying to escape the reality of Tony's death. Did you see the light? No, I say. What did you see? I don't know. I don't even know, Roger said. He says. It was like this flare of white light. It came right up the ground, like an explosion. So was that an explosion? I say. Maybe it was an equipment, or there was no equipment, Dennis interrupted. Upgraded. This huge ball of light came right out of the damn ground. So, do we say, what did it look like, or where did it go?
Hmm. Oh, where did it go?
It just shot up into the sky until it was out of sight. When? I'm not sure, he answered. But I finished about 10 trees the day, 10 trees for the day, and was on top. I was on top of one. That's when it happened. You almost were done with 10 trees, I asked. Yeah, he said, looking at the ground. You know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done. And that's when the light blew up. Why? You don't believe me? Now, do you say I believe you, or I think you're exaggerating?
I think you're exaggerating.
You didn't quite believe Dennis's story. Okay. You didn't think I'm making this up? You think I got wrecked on my head and started seeing things? Dennis asked. No, Dennis. It's just, get the hell away from me. He interrupted. I don't need this. Get away from me, Dennis. Come on. Look at the highway is more than a mile away, and we could be fine. He shouts. Let's get moving. Just keep your distance. We both stand up and started heading towards the road. It isn't until we started moving that I see Dennis is wounded. His right side is coated in blood, the red seeping through his blue work sweater. There are splatter of it here and there, but also it's a very large red splotch that makes me worry. So we either ask him, "Are you in a lot of pain?" or "How did you get that injury?"
How'd you get it? The injury?
Okay. Why do you care? He snaps. He clearly still resents me for not believing his whole story. But what the hell what happened to it? What happened to it? Maybe it was being torn by whatever the explosion was. It was then that I noticed that the strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey, I say, stopping. Did you hear that high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looked scared when I asked him this question, and he just nods. I just thought of it. I just thought it was just me, he says. He looked out all sorts and uncertainty. I can't read. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he looks for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's still something I'm very nerving about this. Okay, so do you say, well, it'll be okay, it's probably nothing, or it's freaking me out? Do you want to say, we'll be okay, it's probably nothing, or it's freaking me out?
Okay, it's probably nothing.
Okay. Let's be realistic, I tell myself. I might as well be trying to be empathetic. Out here in the middle of the woods, the ringing could be from anything. Maybe a car alarm through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comment still has reassured Dennis. He looks a bit calmer. He's more relaxed. We both started moving forward and don't say another word. Did you try to call Frank? Dennis asked. I know he had a cell on him today. Not yet. Luckily, I still have some battery left. I pull out my cell phone and call Frank. Happy I didn't make that phone call to Dennis earlier. It rings, but he doesn't pick up. But I hear his phone go off behind a stack of logs. Dennis and I give each a look. As the phone goes to voicemail, I hang up, and we walk behind the logs to find Frank's phone on the ground, abandoned. We look around for Frank, but find nothing. Not a single trace. It's then that I notice something really odd. A 10 foot wide hole in the ground, right near where his phone was. But there's no stray pile of removed dirt or rocks. It's clean, smooth dug cutting into the earth. Wide, but only for a few feet deep. It looks unnatural, like the ground was just deleted. No shovels or diggers used. Dennis walks over to it, This looks like the same kind of hole where I saw the light coming from the ground. He musters to himself. I say nothing. My mind is spinning, but I don't know what to think. We need to get out there here. We need to get out of here, Dennis muttered. At the moment that the ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down my spine, Dennis is right. There's something strange going on, and we are not safe here. But the ringing sound could be a clue to where the rest of the crew went. Now, do you say no? Let's check out the sound, or agree? Let's get away from here.
Agree.
Okay. You decided to avoid the sound. With that, we turned and started walking towards west in the direction I'm pretty certain leads to the road. Okay, and now we continue to it. So apparently this story is going through an odd turn.
I'm tired.
You're tired? Well, we are doing it late again. Yeah. Okay. Reading. I just to keep a reminder, you guys, I suck at reading, and it's kind of difficult for me to pronounce words. So bear with me as I read. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend would probably do better at reading than me. All right. It's sort of embarrassing. I've been a logger for nearly 15 years, but I'm finding it easy to get lost in these woods. The trees are so thick in places that the moonlight doesn't even reach the ground. It's easy to get turned around. My hope is that I find the overgrown dirt road that will lead us back to the highway. You sure we're heading in the right way? Dennis asked. Pretty sure, I say. I turn to him and see that he's clearly in pain. It's at this moment that we come upon another one of those smooth holes. This one is even stranger because a nearby tree almost has a chunk cut out of it. The arc goes smoothly through the ground and then up through the trunk like a cartoon wrecking ball blasting through the both of them. What the hell are these things? Dennis whispered to himself. He takes a step down into the hole, his boots creating a imperfected into the shape like a footprint on the sand dune. Step down into it or walk around the perimeter.
Step down into it.
Okay. I take a step down with Dennis into the hole, if that's even what you can call it. As I stoop down to examine it, I'm amazed at how smooth it is. Even rocks that were under the earth have been seeped to fit this spherical shape. It's then I feel the ground beneath my feet starting to sag. By the time I was aware of what's happening, the ground was giving away and I'm falling. I cry out in surprise and can barely hear Dennis letting out a curse as we both go way down into the earth. So far Jordan decided to avoid every single thing, including the noise, avoiding the dead bodies, and just completely was straight up with Dennis so far. So far we're trying to get the hell out of here instead of examining what the heck's going on. But either way, we fell into a ditch. So we're gonna see how this continues at the moment, because I don't know. In an interactive story, there's of course gonna be multiple different ways to go about this story. So this I've never seen before. So let's see how Jordan's choices lead us and where it goes. All right. The fall isn't a long one, but when I hit something a few seconds later, it hurt like hell. The wind goes rushing out of me when I hit, and a sharp pain feels through me. What the hell? I say once my breath is back. Beside me, Dennis is slowly rolling over to get to his feet. I look up and I see a hole in the ground where I fell through. It looked to be about 10 foot over our heads. It's completely dark, but there's a small flicker of light further down into the cave ahead of us, and a solid wall of rock beneath us. Looks like the only ways out are further down into the cave or up the way we fell in. Dennis might be able to boost me up there, but with his injury, I'm not sure how stable he is. He might drop me. So, do you want to climb out, try to climb out, or head into the cave?
Head into the cave.
Okay. I decided we better not risk hurting ourselves trying to climb out. As we turn to head towards into the cave, I take a closer look at the light further ahead and realize it's artificial. Yeah. Okay. We both started heading towards the instinctively, I guess.
Instinctively.
I just suck at reading in general. We both start heading. No, I already read that part. As we step into the light, panic gently gawns at me because of what it makes me absolute no sense. It's no longer a cave or a hole. It's a long, sparsely lit corridor. And yet I'm noticing that my girlfriend is completely dead tired.
Oh no.
Alright. It's a massive corridor, in fact. It seems to go on forever. This corridor is mostly dark with emergency lights every 10 feet or so. I turn to my left and see that there's a door which appears to lead upwards to the outside, but it's locked tight. I push as hard as I can, but no luck. Dennis, help me with this, I say. He comes over and we both try to kick the door open, but it doesn't budge. For some reason, someone doesn't want people getting out of here. Looks like we're heading down the hallway. Tiptoe quietly or walk quietly?
Walk quietly.
I'm eager to figure out what's going on here. Our footsteps echo loudly into the dust and the dirt. Dennis leans on me for support. If there's anyone here, it's not like we're trying to be quiet and stealthy with intentions of sneaking up on them. If anyone's listening, they definitely know we're here now. As I carry Dennis to the far end of this otherwise featureless place, I see a flight of concrete stairs leading down. I have set Dennis down on the floor. His weight is killing me. Dennis, are you okay? What the hell do you care? Dennis splits at me. Yeah. Why start caring about me or the other guys on the crew now? I can still hear the ringing noise every so often coming from somewhere in here. I look ahead of the concrete stairs, pointed towards them so that Dennis can see them. Can you make it down the stairs? I ask. He stands up slowly and is visibly making an effort to not fall back down. Yeah, he says, and sounds a little irritated. He starts for the stairs. Yeah, he starts for the stairs without me, and I have no choice but to follow. We approach the stairs, and by just looking at them, I get a sense that we're crossing some sort of line here. There may be no going back. So you find a mysterious corridor in a cave. Top secret stuff. I don't know. It's hard to make out really at this point what the heck's going on, because like, I don't know. I mean, could it be a government thing? Probably. As I head down the stairs, I notice that they looked aged. That damn ringing noise is somewhere below, louder than ever. I feel like I'm walking down into a cellar that haunts into the cellar of a haunted house. The light becomes scarce, and the stairs take a slight turn. I can feel the temperature drop. Dennis makes it a few steps down before he leans onto the wall. He's breathing like he just finished a marathon. Pause to give him a break or keep up the pace. Jordan. Do you want to pause and give him a break or keep up the pace?
Pause, give him a break.
Okay. You're so tired, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep you awake. Let's take a break, I say, putting my head towards his shoulder and to help him help steady him. Leave me alone, he says, pushing me away. He's still angry, but also scared. Something I understand. So we keep walking, despite his anonymity. I don't know what that. Okay. Dennis clearly allows me to take the lead as we venture further down. As we do, my mind seems to lock into the unknown fate of the rest of my crew. Frank is married, and I've met his wife a few times. A nice woman with a huge laugh. My heart sags a bit when I realize I might never get to hear him belting out classic rock tunes during lunch break. Joe, well, I don't know too much about him. He's 22 years old and is considered a community college. His folks are deadbeats, and so he has been providing for himself since the age of 16 or so. Maybe I can still find them and still hear Frank singing in his deep baritone voice after a few too many drinks. I have to make Dennis stay behind me as I stick my foot out to search up to the next step. I can't help feeling like a child as a very powerful fear seizes me. I'm expecting a monster to reach out of the darkness, slicing into my throat. After what feels like forever, we came to the bottom of the stairs. We're closer to the ringing noise now. A door securely in the wall, and looks just as out of place down here as I feel. A silver of light seeps through, illuminating the area. The door has what looks like a panel with a lot of labels and lights. Small abode's prints above the panel says level 01 entrance gate, transport sector, and there's a bottom with no label. Push the button or inspect the panel.
Push the button.
Okay. I give the button a push. One of the readings on the panel flickered onto light. Outage. That's all it says, and then it goes dark. The panel looks like it's a diagnostic or alert system of some kind. Each label meant to communicate to some status. Lockdown engage. Equipment in progress. Shutdown engage. Those all appear to be off, but one of the phrases has a slowly blinking red light next to it. The only power light on this whole thing. Abnormal entity breach. What the hell? I slowly push the door open when Dennis suddenly steps in front of me, taking a lead. Let's go, he says. I want to find out what the hell this place is. As Dennis walks through, the ringing or beeping or whatever, it gets a little louder. The door closes behind us with a clank. With a click. I'm so stupid. I can't help but notice the wobble in Dennis' steps as he lets out a grunt. You sure you're healthy enough to keep going, I ask? It doesn't matter. I don't want to be in the woods, and I want to be in the woods right now. He seems scared. Something I've never seen before. Angry? Yes. Upset? Yes. But Dennis is never scared. Alright, do you say, what do you see, or what's so dangerous? As my girlfriend is trying to fall asleep on me.
No.
So what do you say? What do you see, or what's so dangerous?
What's so dangerous?
Are you sure you're not falling asleep on me? Okay. You know what, Dennis says, clearly angrily? Never mind. I'm not gonna tell you anything else. It's not like you believe me anyways. I've been so preoccupied with my own fear that I nearly forgot about the ringing noise. It has become just a background noise. We take a few more steps, and I can see where we are. Now see where we are. It makes no sense. Yet another thing that simply seems out of place. The shapes and muted colors of the metal are easy to identify, but it just doesn't belong here. End of chapter 1. So that's pretty much it for chapter 1. Alright, respect the dead. Alright, so now it's going to tell us the percentage that we got for the choices that my lovely girlfriend has made.
Oh
Okay.
God, no.
You and 36% of players left Tony's body where you found it.
Mhm.
Secrets. You and 76% of players were upfront with Dennis about Tony's death. Trust. You and 45% of players told Dennis you didn't believe his story. And curiosity. You and
Mm.
25 of players ran away from the ringing sound. So, I mean, the choices were hers. So each choice that we make goes to a different ending. So I'm just following through what she says. But apparently, the only choice that she's made that's pretty much what everyone else has been saying is being upfront with Tony's death. Which in reality, I mean, when you're close to someone, you can't just hide shit. So
Mhm.
common sense. But Jordan's pretty much chosen the entire route of just getting out of there, pretty much. But either way,
Yep.
it's not like we're gonna. But pretty much we're in a corridor, in like some place. I don't know. So far, what we know so far is like pretty much you wake up, you don't know what the heck's going on. Everything seems to be like tipped over, destroyed. There's a dead body, and you literally find one of your crew members literally just freaking out or scared or whatever, and apparently you guys try to get out, but ends up leaving into a weird underground place in a cave, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out in chapter 2. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed us. I hope you enjoyed chapter 1. I don't know. I've not done a game like this before, so I'm trying to get used to doing something like this as I go along with it. And my girlfriend's just gonna continue making choices through the next 4 chapters. So
Woohoo.
hopefully by next episode, my girlfriend's more awake.
Stop it.
Well, yeah, I literally chose to record again at night, although I didn't expect her to, be really tired. So sorry if
You
I
should know this by now.
made you record with me at a late time.
Mhm.
But you had fun, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry if this is not a Christmas themed video. I was gonna plan to do something related to Minecraft, but then again, my girlfriend has not used her laptop in forever, so it's kind of a bit of in like, it's in a complicated state. So I'm just saying.
Mhm.
So hopefully by the next time we record, I'm planning to get her to play Minecraft. I want to do something fun because there's a few things I have in mind that
He's planning. Doesn't mean he's gonna get it right.
you want to bet.
Ben.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. So most likely, if by the next time you see us, we're probably going to be doing something different, and then
Possibly.
I mean that, or we're going to just do chapter 2 of this. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, we're gonna be recording more stuff either way down the road. So I still want to do. I still plan to do challenges. I don't know what challenges. I'll let my girlfriend pick that because she's probably better at finding challenges than me. I don't know where to find these things. Although she kind of has like a thing where she wants to like do a, what was it again? A pancake challenge or something? Yeah, she
Mhm.
wants to do a pancake challenge, and from what I've seen, people are actually. There's a lot of people doing it, so we might actually do that. So expect that coming
It's
soon.
fun.
Yeah. So yeah, we're probably gonna end up doing it. So expect that coming up soon. Don't know when. If anything comes to go, you guys will know in Twitter. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like in this video if you guys enjoyed chapter 1. If you guys have not subscribed already, what the heck are you guys doing? Be sure to hit that subscribe button and keep track with my uploads. I can't say daily anymore because I can't. I have not been recording daily for a while, like months, because you know how
Mhm.
school is, life, stuff, everything. So yeah. So just make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description below. Please check Twitter because I will post something that has to do with this challenge. Because we have to make plans, I guess. Because we're gonna be busy doing stuff.
Yay.
Yeah, I kind of have plans for this. We're on winter break right now, so I'm making plans for both of us to have fun. Right? Are you tired? Okay. So yeah. Also, I'm also gonna leave the link down below of the Wright Crafters channel. Please support it. Mark is back, by the way. He's came from college to pretty much for winter break. So I'm most likely gonna record with him on the Wright Crafters channel. So stay tuned for that. Um, what?
Oh, nothing.
She knows what she's seen how me and Mark do stuff together, and she knows how we both act. It's my opinion. It's funny. Okay, it's retarded, but it's funny, right? We all have. Of course, she'd say that. Okay, I'm rambling too much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've said that multiple times, and thank you guys for all the support you guys been giving on this channel. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every single one of you, and keep up the support. I want to make sure this channel grows in the right path. And yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.